Hey guys, welcome back to Montavue. Today we're going to be doing our February monthly update. Now we did miss you in January and I apologize for that, so we do have a lot to catch you guys up on as far as our new cameras. So first of all, we're going to talk about sales for February. That is probably important. So we do have a 10% site-wide sale going on for the entire month. So if you guys need NVRs, cameras, you name it, except for accessories, it's going to be 10% off. Now, getting more specific, we do have our 8105 camera lineup. Those are our affordable 15 frame per second 4K cameras. They're super powerful even though they're cheaper, and we have those on super sale, 35% off for the packages this month. That is going to exclude our 32 and 64 channel NVR packages, but 16, 8, and 4 channels, you guys are looking for a super sale, that is going to be the one. And then finally, we have our MTZ 8250. That is the much coveted 4K auto tracking PTZ camera. Everybody loves it. It's usually really expensive, we know, but it is also really powerful. So it's normally about $1,200 and we have it on sale this month for about $1,000. So it's $999.99. So if you guys have been looking for an auto tracking PTZ, this is one of the cheaper times to buy it. Again, it's about 20% off for the month of February. So getting into these cameras. Now we do have a few cameras that have come out in the past month or so that I'm going to introduce. And we do have a couple cameras coming down the line really soon that are pretty badass. So I will get to those at the end of this, but just to introduce you guys to the cameras we have now. You guys might have seen the infographics that have come out, little kind of factoid videos about what these can do, but I'm going to get more in depth with these cameras with their own videos in the future, but I'm going to give you guys just a quick overview during this. So we've got our MTB 180. This also has a sister camera, the MTT 180, and these essentially are able to use their two 4 megapixel lenses, and they're able to combine those digitally to make a 180 view. It's got amazing night lights, and it has 4 outward blasting warm lights, so it doesn't even have infrared. It doesn't really need it. The warm lights are extremely powerful. However, all of that's customizable. You can turn that off. But if you guys kind of want to replace a couple cameras and just cover an entire side of your house or property, whatever you guys have, the 180 camera looks fantastic. Again, we have the turret version 2. It's a little more compact than this one. This one kind of sticks out. But both of them have the two-way audio, siren. It's basically got all the bells and whistles. So that is the MTB and MTT 180. So now we are on to possibly my new favorite camera. So the last update, I was telling you guys all about the 4097, the dual lens that can see really well at night. Well, I think it has been topped. This is the MTT 8112, and essentially this is a 4K turret camera with a massive inner lens inside of it, which means it can take in more light. So ultimately what that does is it gives it the ability to see at night incredibly well with full color night vision. Can't get much better than this. It's got a couple microphones built in, 2 warm lights, doesn't even have infrared, but it doesn't need it. Again, this thing can see in the dark no matter where you're at. So great camera. This is the MTT 8112. Next up is our MTT 8095. Now, I talked about the 4095 in the last update. These cameras, their specialty is that it has dual illumination. This is basically the 4K version of that camera. So when it sees a human or a vehicle come into view, it recognizes that and then it pops on a little warm light, and that gives you a better view of that person. It enables this to record in color, and it's a great camera to have, just an all-around effective camera. 30 frames per second, 4K, smart features, human vehicle detector. This has got a microphone built in, and yeah, it's a good little camera. This is the MTT 8095. Next up, we have our MTZ 4250-IR-AISMD3-AT. Now that AT means auto tracking, which is what most of you guys really want from a PTZ camera. So now we're bringing it to you guys in a more affordable option. So this is our 2K auto tracking PTZ. And as you notice, it does have a flat top, which is going to enable you guys now to mount it straight to a ceiling or a wall, rather than the usual arms and the big mounts of our older PTZs. This one we're going to be getting in stock probably in later February. Our guys haven't really had their hands on. This is the only demo version we've got. But again, we're looking for that roughly at the beginning of March, end of February. Now the camera I'm really most excited about, I don't even have here, we haven't gotten our hands on it yet, but I refer to it as the Terminator PTZ. Now, that is not the official name, it's just mine, but it is an MTZ 4250, so it's a 2K PTZ camera. However, it has active deterrence features, lights, 500 feet of night vision, two-way audio, sirens. It's got cop lights, the blue and red. This thing literally has everything. It's got smart dual illumination so that when it picks up humans and vehicles, while it's auto tracking them, it's able to basically flush them with a spotlight if you want. I mean, this thing has it all. So that is hopefully coming towards the end of February as well, middle of March. So for those of you that are kind of PTZ fanatics and you guys are always looking for the next best thing, this camera is definitely going to be it. It literally has anything, everything anyone would ever want on a camera. So that hopefully will be coming down the line. I'm going to be doing an in-depth video as soon as I can get my hands on one, so guys, stay tuned for that one. So that pretty much wraps up what I've got for you guys for the February update. Hopefully you guys learned a lot, and stay tuned for all of these cameras being kind of reviewed and looked over more in depth later in the future. So I appreciate you guys checking out Montavue. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and you guys have a fantastic day.